about something that affects us all, and this is how to look good on a bad day. Now, it happened to the best of us. Sometimes you woke up and something bad happened before, maybe you had bad thoughts on your mind before you went to bed, or nothing happened. I don't know how you guys see it, but for me, I sometimes end up feeling rather bad for no particular reason whatsoever. Sometimes you just wake up in a bad mood and nothing goes right, and then you hurt your toe on the side of your bed and everything goes south and it's just a rubbish day. There's two approaches to this. Actually, the emotional side of it, which makes us feel better, so that radiates from inside, and the other way, of course, is the physical side of it. Like, how do you actually fix whatever you have to deal with that day? So without further ado, let's get into this. Now, when I'm having a bad day, I actually try to comfort myself a little. So when I wake up, I start with actually some exercise, just a light one, just for a couple of minutes. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm like the laziest person on this planet. But if you're feeling bad, what you usually tend to do is to go into your shell and come up with your blanket and be like, leave me all alone, I don't want to do anything. But the truth is, if you move a little bit, you get those endorphins going, you get your blood circulation going, and that will actually make you feel a little bit more energetic. And I just do really 5 to 10 minutes. This is enough for me. And we're speaking mornings here. Whoever is not a morning person, as I am not one of them, knows every second counts on the morning. So a light exercise is what helps you a little bit, and it can be a light some jumping jacks, little routine like that, maybe some yoga, some sun salutation, something like this. So you can find whichever suits you best. The other thing that I do is actually to do some meditation, and I'm sure you've heard about this many times now everywhere, that meditation helps you calm your mind. And the most amazing thing to me about meditation is that it helps me get my monkeys in my head somehow to not be as wild. And the whole point of meditation is not to make the bad thoughts that make you feel bad go, but to let them just pass by. It really helps you calm down your senses and actually come back into the now, because what I feel makes us feel really bad is what happened in the past or what will happen in the future that makes us feel afraid or anxious or something. I have to deal with anxiety a lot of times. So what helps me is really to calm the monkeys down and make them my buddies, and just hang in there and just chill out with me and not drive me insane every time. Spend some time in the morning feeling grateful for what you have. I know this is a very obvious thing to do, and many people don't do it because it's so obvious, but I really saw some difference in my mindset when I applied this to my morning routine. Now you might say, no, my day was really bad, I didn't have a good day, just leave me alone. Maybe you did spend a day where you didn't go out with your friends, where you didn't have some leisure time or anything, but still, please find you something that actually makes you feel grateful. And as weird as it might sound, sometimes it's something like switching on the lights, putting on hot water, and it sounds so obvious, and we forget about those things because most of us are so privileged to have those things around us all the time. But the truth is, most of the population of our planet doesn't have those things accessible. So if you have a bad day, just put this in relation. You have legs to walk on, you're probably healthy, you have light, you have warm water, you have a shelter, and you have food. So this is quite an okay life, so it should be giving you a good feeling. If you have some more time on your hands and it's the weekend or something and you want to put some extra effort into this, go ahead and just write down things that you're grateful for in general. Maybe your family, maybe this particular person in your life who you love, maybe it's a thing, even maybe it's a book, maybe it's your dog, whatever it is. Just spend some time focusing your mind on gratitude, because it also shifts your attention onto good things in your life and takes it away from the bad things which make you feel bad and look bad. Now, 2 extra tips that help me a lot. One of them being, I really like to, in the morning, just quickly tidy up my place a little bit, and I should kind of be doing this with my bed right now, But you know what I mean, just not like the big cleaning, because this will distract you from stuff, but just tidying up the obvious stuff so that your mind sees, oh, everything is structured, I'm focused. It helps me a lot. I don't know about you guys, but this is like what helps me focus, because I think our exterior actually mirrors what our mind, like how our mind looks like on the inside. I just had a little little thingy here. And the second tip for me is, I've actually, where did I read this? I think I read it on the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, but it was a really nice tip, which is, decide which thing will give you the feeling of accomplishment during that day, this particular bed day, for example, and do that thing first in the morning. Like, if it's a particular phone call you have to make, and this will make you feel definitely like much better, much more accomplished, then do that first. If it's a little, I don't know, if it's the exercise routine, if it's the job you have to finish, if it's homework, oh, my phone went off, whatever that is, just do this thing first in the morning, and then you actually go through your day knowing, I've done this, like I have my stuff under control, I finished this one thing, everything else on top of that is just another plus. I'm super productive. You know, this kind of feeling is what you want to achieve. Hopefully you've done all those things and you started feeling better, and you know, the emotional outlook on your life is maybe slightly less dark and ridiculous, and you feel slightly less useless. So now let's try to fix what is on the outside. Mostly on those days where we don't feel good and we don't look good, it's because, you know, we had stress, or maybe we have like inner stress, inner anxiety that shows up on our face. And usually what happens then is like a bad hair day, is a bad skin day. There has to be a word for this. Like, guys, we need a word for this. Like where your skin is irritated, dry, patchy, whatever it is that you're dealing with, your hair just doesn't look good, and it's just like everything is a mess. So you have to fix it, and probably fix it fast, because you probably also have a stressful day ahead. We've all been there. What I experience in my life, if I am having a bad day, what my natural reaction to this is to do more. But the thing is, if you think about it, this is like the wrongest approach, in my opinion, ever, because if you do more, you start irritating your skin even more, you start putting on more makeup, it's just gonna start looking cakey, you feel even worse, in the middle of the day it just looks like a hot mess. It's not necessary. On bad days, actually give yourself the freedom to do less, to apply less products, just the basics that you need. Just stick to a very simple routine. I would suggest that you stick to a simple one anyways, because this is the best thing for your skin. And trust me, I have a very sensitive skin that reacts to every little bit of stress, or like anything that like outside stress, and it reacts immediately. So whenever I'm having a bad day, I have to take extra care of it by not doing more. What we also tend to do is, when we have a bad day, we start to like over criticizing our face. Do you always also have this feeling of like optimizing stuff to like being better at everything? Like, I wish I had better eyebrows, I wish I had better nose, I wish I had better hair, and whatever. And we just start to criticize like our appearance, and start making ourselves feel bad, especially if you like go through someone's feed on Instagram and she looks fantastic without makeup, and you're like, why don't I look like this? Now stop. Think about what is your best feature on your face. It doesn't have to be like objectively the best feature you have, just this one that you feel most confident about. In my case, it's probably my eyes. I like them. It's not like the best eyes in the world, but I like them. These are my eyeballs. I mean, I got to like them, right? So what I would do on days where I'm like not feeling my best, I would actually enhance that feature that I feel most confident about. I would enhance my eyes. I would put some extra work, take a tiny bit of extra work onto these. I would like make more eyeliner, or like a little bit of like blacker lashes or something, and just enhance. Because how our minds work is, when you draw the attention of the person who is in front of you to one particular part of your face, they will actually pay less attention to like the rest of it, to the face around your eyeballs, for example. It sounds weird, but my phone again, why don't I switch those things off? Sorry about that. So if you enhance this one feature that is like your best, then people will look there, which brings us to the next point. Don't try to cover up every irritation and every little bit on your face that doesn't make you happy. I know, I've been there, and believe me, I don't have good skin, and I'm always, always, always terrified, and I want to cover it all up, and I'm really stressing out about this. But by doing that, you actually stress your skin more. Make yourself just look a little bit more fresh and alive. This will actually be enough to be presentable. It's fine. People who know you, they don't care. You know that they don't. If your friend has a pimple, what do you care? Like, you don't care. If your boyfriend sees that you have a pimple, he loves you. Who cares? And people who don't know you, people who don't have any relationship to you, people who have no feelings for you, are not that important. Just don't stress yourself out, and don't, like, you know, make yourself believe that you have to, like, be perfect all the time. Like, I am a perfectionist. I sometimes really stress about things not going the way I want them to, and it's just, I realized that when I do this, like, my head goes in circles, and I just get stuck there, and I feel worse and worse, and it becomes like a spiral going down and down and down. And so what I try to do is actually not stress out about not being perfect that day. That's okay. I'll be better next day. That's the beauty of life, right? You have another chance tomorrow, and your skin will be better eventually. If you do, like, if you treat yourself with respect and with self-love, your skin will eventually be better, and your hair will be better, on those things. Don't apply too much powdery product. What powder tends to do is, it really, even really good powder, even loose powder, just still sticks onto little, like, maybe blemishes or wrinkles. I'm starting to get like little wrinkles when I laugh, you know, this kind of stuff, and that's fine. But when you do too much powder on it, you can see them even more, so you look a little bit more matte, you look more worn out and tired, and that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is enhance the beauty and the freshness and our youth and all this kind of stuff. So on those days, I really suggest to use some nice highlighter. I'm sure we're in this phase of highlighters. They're everywhere, they're beautiful, and I'm sure you have one on your hands, and it doesn't matter if it's a cream or a powder one. I actually have a favorite right now, which is this one that I got from Laura Mercier. Now, I don't know if this bad boy will focus. No, it doesn't. I will put the link to this in the description bar below, though, so you can check it out. Maybe you like it as much as I do. Now, it's a really beautiful, like a goldish, golden shimmery thingy, and I usually apply this with my Zoeva brush, which is the number 105 Luxe Highlight. And these two, I really love them. I have it on right now, and as you can see, it's like really pretty and shiny, and it just makes you look alive. And I like when it looks like a little bit wet or something. Doesn't it? I think it does. I like it. I really hope you don't even need this video today. I really hope you have a wonderful day, and this is just like a backup on a day, like for those days maybe coming. But I really hope you have a great time. I hope you feel good, you feel energetic and strong and beautiful. I wish you would, and I definitely do, and I'm really happy to share those things with you. And I would be really, really, really grateful if you could write me in the comments below what you do on days when you don't feel your best and you just feel really bad. Like, what do you do to make yourself feel and look better? I would really love to learn from you, because all those things that I just mentioned to you guys, I learned from someone. They don't just appear, you know, like we're all in this. We're there to share. I love this community. I learned so much from other YouTubers. It just really, like, it saved me in so many ways. Just helped me so much. So please share if you find something, and also if you tried those tips, if you tried the routine, please just let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, give me also a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, do it. I would be really happy. It's a young channel, I'm just starting out, and I'm really looking forward to meet all of you guys on it. So until the next time, feel better. Mwah, mwah. Bye.